Welcome folks to the first official video for this channel. I do very much appreciate you guys stopping by. I'm your humble host, Geek Roulette. For today, we are here to talk about one thing and one thing only, Fallout. The TV show, the games, the very creation of this IP. Seeing as Fallout has never been more popular due to the TV show and next-gen update from last year, what better time to talk about Fallout? To clarify, this won't be a whole lore play-by-play or just a history lesson on the creation, but an equal balance of both. So strap yourself in as we go through the inner machinations of Fallout. The good, the bad, 76. Fallout was originally created by Black Isle Studio and was originally supposed to be a spiritual successor to 1988 post-apocalyptic classic, Wastelander, but was later changed to Fallout and would be released in fall of 1997. Eh?
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
The game released to critical success, having many reviewers applaud the role-playing element. Yep. Oh my god, it smells bad. The game released to critical success, having many reviewers applaud the role-playing element players would find in the earlier games. A year later, Fallout 2 would release, bigger, better, Jabba-er than ever. It was during Fallout 2 that the game would find its own unique art style that players would continue to see in the Fallout series. Fallout 2 would also be the beginning of when bugs would make their first appearance due to rush productions, something that was clearly not learned from for future titles. Yeah, that's right, I'm looking at you, Starfield. We received Fallout Tactics in 2001 and Fallout Brotherhood of Steel in 2004, which honestly we can leave in the radioactive dumpster where they spawned from. Now to the big event in 2007, when Bethesda fully purchased the Fallout intellectual property, which led to the release of Fallout 3 in 2008. The game was an instant success due to the change from top-down camera now being first-person or third-person, depending on the player, as well as gameplay styles from turn-based to real-time combat, but not losing that role-playing element that made the series so popular to begin with. This would also be the first time players would be introduced to the VATS mechanic, a mainline mechanic throughout the games. In 2010, we received Fallout New Vegas, which, let's go ahead and be honest, is literally the best Fallout game to this day. Not surprising since the original creators for the first two games came back to work on this project, now going by the name Obsidian Entertainment. By the way, I think Obsidian is like a really good game studio. I think they're fantastic. I'm really looking forward to their next game, Avowed. Big fan. While they worked on that, Bethesda was working on a small indie game probably people have never heard of. While not an immediate success as Fallout 3 due to the buggy nature of the game when released, due to the rush production, 2015 saw the release of Fallout 4 with a new game engine called Creative Engine. This would be the second time Fallout would be changing engines, as the Creative Engine was used for Skyrim. Now, when this game released, the amount of hype and excitement for this was way out of control. It literally matched the same amount of hype levels as the new Star Wars movie at the time. Now, Fallout 4 is, to my understanding, a bit controversial. It had revamped gameplay and at the time looked really good on console, bugs included, but the thing most people agreed on was the fact that it did lose a bit of its role-playing magic that the Fallout games were known for, switching the intricate dialogue options we had before to a Mass Effect-like dialogue wheel, but a lot shittier. Look, Fallout 4 was my first game in the series that I played, so honestly I have a bit of a soft spot for it, and I still have fun with it to this day in later playthroughs. Now for last, but a little least, Fallout 76.
Oh, shit. Here we go again.
Okay, there's nothing I can say on this game that hasn't already been said, with its horrible state when released being almost unplayable, and its evil business practices being a live service game. There are plenty of other videos out there breaking it down completely, and I'll put a link down below if you want to know more about them. But with that said, the game is in a more playable state now, bad business practices still included sadly, so if you do want to hop on, now's a better time than ever. For starters, I'm sure many of you have already seen the new Fallout TV show on Prime, and if you haven't already, make sure to give it a watch. It's not only some of the best video game adaptation brought to life, but it's also just a fantastic TV show in general. With that being said, you should know who the main clans of the game are before getting started, which are Vault-Tec, an evil capitalistic corporation that survived the end of the world and loves performing scientific social experiments in their vaults across America. So basically Disney, but with plenty more Disney worlds. Next up, Brotherhood of Steel, a cult-like organization whose sole mission is to protect the wasteland and destroy old world technology. But hey, you get a super cool robot suit! And finally, the Enclave. They're old government officials who survived the bombing that destroyed the world, and are trying to bring back the United States by any means necessary. Trust me, there are plenty more, but these are the main three that keep popping up throughout the games. The story of Fallout isn't that hard to understand. Man makes powerful bomb, man uses bomb, people are scared of bomb, people bomb. The world takes place in a 50s style dystopia where, after World War II, we invested more time into atomic energy with robots and overly complicated Apple Watches. If you want a quick recap of the game's stories from 1 to 4, including New Vegas, here we go. Fallout 1, find water microchip. Fallout 2, find the Gek, aka Life Creator. Fallout 3, find Dad. Fallout New Vegas, find man who put hole in brain. And 4, find son. That's pretty much the gist of each of the game's stories. Honestly, if you want to know more on how the stories play out exactly, go ahead and give each of the games a try. Which does lead me into the next segment. Honestly, you can play the games in any order you want. The game's story don't keep the same protagonist, only referencing the other game's events in passing. If you wanted, you could just go numerically, but I honestly recommend starting with 4. It is the one that is more recent and just received a new console update just last year. Plus, the gameplay is actually super fun. After enjoying 4, jump straight into New Vegas so you can experience the story of a lifetime, as well as its amazing DLCs. Once finishing New Vegas, jump into Fallout 3 right away, and experience the amazing DLCs it has to offer. And when it's all said and done, you can always go back to the first 2 games and see where it all began. That's at least how I recommend playing them. Please feel free to play them in whatever order you want, and leave a comment down below telling us how your experience was with the games. Thank you again for staying till the end of the video. I really do appreciate it. Remember to like and subscribe. I upload videos like this every Friday. Next week, I'll be talking about a brand new geeky subject called the X-Men. Till then, see you next time, folks. Don't forget, always bet on geek.